Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy. Welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. I hope you guys are having a rocking week thus far. Today, I want to talk to you about some stats. You know, I love stats. I'm not going to get into any numbers or anything like that, but I want to give you what I'm calling a fast fact. But I'm not going to get into that fact yet because I want to do some housekeeping first. If you guys are looking to grow your firm in any way quickly here in 2023, look no further. Give us a call, 888-416-7752. You can either also send us an email at info@lbmsloc.com and request a free consultation / discovery call, and we will see what we can do for your law firm here in 2023. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way because I always want to offer that to you because we want to see you grow your firm to the point where you know you can grow it too. All right, so we're talking fast facts here. And the fast facts I want to talk about right now is according to a publication that I follow a lot, and you guys are probably familiar with as well. It's a publication by the name of Tech Jury. Tech Jury caters a lot to this industry, the law industry. And they talk a lot about technology, and they talk a lot about the advances within technology and how you as attorneys can use it in your firm to grow your business, etc., etc. It also gives you some information about, things that you shouldn't be using, things that are noise out there in the tech industry. So if you haven't heard of it before, Tech Jury is a good publication to follow. Puts you on top of your game. So I'm going to talk to you about a fast fact that according to a research performed by Tech Jury, PPC generates twice the number of visitors compared to SEO. Now, that should not come as a shock to you because you know that pay-per-click marketing is quick and it is the best way to kick things off. And again, this has always been my mantra. I've always talked about this. I'm not shooting down SEO. In fact, I'm a huge advocate of SEO, but PPC is going to generate twice the number of visitors. Okay. Now here's the great news. The great news about that, if you're looking to do any of these things with your marketing, and I'm going to get to that right now, what those things are, this is why you want to start considering PPC. And the reason I'm talking about this, first of all, let me give you some backstory as to why I chose this topic for today. I recently had a conversation with one of my clients, and he is afraid of PPC. There's no other way of putting that nicely. He's basically afraid of PPC. He says that pay-per-click marketing drains your budget, it eats you alive, etc., etc., etc. Now, is it true? Maybe. Pay-per-click marketing is expensive. Yes, it is expensive. Does it eat your budget? It doesn't have to. You have to know how to do it so it doesn't eat your budget. So I wanted to talk about the ways you can use it, and I wanted to reference what this publication talked about, Tech Jury, about PPC. and why it's such a great option. So if you're looking to do any of these following, let me see, 6 things, then you want to consider PPC marketing as something that you want to do starting now. Here we go. Number 1 is if you're considering growing your law firm quickly, if you can't wait for the organic ways of growing your law firm, this is what you want to do. You want to implement a PPC strategy. Why? When I say quickly, here's what I'm saying. You are going to test some things out, test some offers out, test the market out. There's no quicker way of doing that than with PPC. If you're thinking about networking to do it, and guys, I am not knocking networking. Some of you guys are strong networkers. It still takes time to build relationship. It still takes time to walk through the mud, if you will. It takes time. So, but if you want to test, say, a new service that you're trying to do, this is the way to do it with PPC. Because again, it generates, you don't want to do that with SEO. You don't want to find out 6 months later that your offer is no good. You want to find out within a couple of weeks. And that's why I always say PPC. So it grows your law firm quickly. Number 2, if you're looking to generate targeted leads in a short amount of time. Again, it goes back to number 1. Everything is quick. So if you know that a certain demographic that you're trying to target may or may not be into this new service you're trying to open up for your law firm, this is the way to do it. Again, you can network. And again, I'm not knocking network. You can network. You could do social media posts. You could ask around. All of these things are taking time. Meanwhile, you could just run a PPC campaign and find out within the next week or 2 weeks or even a month. Maybe it'll take you a month to dial it in, but it's still better than 6 months down the road. Okay, number 3. If you're looking to increase conversions, here's what I mean by increase conversions. You would have to at least optimize it. So as you're getting leads and you're starting to talk to people, you're going to take data down. You're going to write down data. You're going to take some data points and you're going to notice a few things within those data points. You're going to notice, where they drop it off in your marketing message. If I'm not a fan of scripts, I'm not. I mean, every time I've gone to sales calls and coaching and all that stuff, everyone's talking to me about scripts. I'm not a scripted person. I like to feel what's going on, but scripts have its place, and it helps you at least follow a kind of a formula. So, in this case, maybe some scripts that you can come up with, and then you can increase your conversion just by doing that. But again, the beauty of that is that you get to do this quickly. You don't have to wait and see how your message is resonating with your potential new cases that you're trying to obtain. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4. If you are looking to improve client engagement, there's no other way. You have to, again, everything that I'm going to be talking about is going to be going towards speed. Speed is such an important factor when you're talking about new services. And one of the reasons why I'm mentioning this right now in this post, I'm okay. In this episode is because I had a conversation with a gentleman who is thinking about opening up his own firm. And, he wants to, break out of his huge, he's part of a huge law firm. He's breaking it out. And he was asking me, because he knows me from out and about, and he's asked me my opinion. And I told him, hey, you want to get fast. You don't want to find this out later. I mean, I know you You have a reputation, but you have a reputation because of the firm that's backing you. Now, when you leave that firm that's backing you, how far is that reputation going to take you? And it should take you a little bit, but is it going to take you over the hump? And you want to test that. You don't want to wait until you're out there networking to test it out. So that's why I'm telling him, start engaging with your potential clients quickly by sending some PPC traffic to your landing page or wherever, getting some leads, and start talking. So you're going to improve on that as you get going. And hopefully, not hopefully, I'm pretty sure, because all you guys are very smart. I am pretty sure at the end of this test, let's just give it 90-day test. Let's just say 90 days. At the end of this 90-day test, you will see a high number of new inquiries that are coming in as potential cases to your new law firm. Okay, and again, this doesn't have to be just for new law firms. It could be also for law firms that are thinking about taking on different avenues. I know of a couple of law firms that primarily worked on just personal injury, and then they wanted to expand on estate planning and other stuff. So they hired some associates to take care of that portion of it. So this is a good way. This is another good way of testing. Just put some money behind it and you can test it. Now, if you're looking for expanding your brand awareness, it's a little bit what I talked about before. SEO is a great brand awareness tool. There's no better way of giving you brand awareness than SEO. However, with a pay-per-click marketing, it gives you a lot quicker. I would do it in conjunction with SEO, to be honest with you. But I would not just do SEO if you want to get up quickly. I hope that makes sense. And last but not least, if you're looking to target customers in real time, you want to meet them where they're at. You want to say, oh, this person has, do you know the power of this? If you know that prior to them going to you, they have done this search, 8-9 times prior in the last 2-3 months. And then you can target that particular demographic. And then that particular demographic is the one that's showing up to your website all the time. The power of that is immense. You can't do that with SEO. You can do it with PPC. So that's what you want to do. Now, again, you want to do this in conjunction with SEO. And one of the things that I can tell you, just from experience, is that you will then start seeing, a better quality lead from SEO. As your SEO gets improved upon, as you start ranking, et cetera, and you start getting more leads from SEO, the quality of the leads that come from SEO are always better than the quality of the leads of PPC. A lot of the PPC are seeking. They're just seekers at this point. And this is how we we collect data to see, okay, this person's been seeking. Eventually they'll turn around and become a client, but SEO, you've kind of groomed them already because you're giving them data that they're looking for when they're reading on your blogs or they're seeing your videos or whatever. You're educating them in a way where you become irresistible to them. And then it's just the quality is just better. Rather than type in a keyword, they see your face on an LSA ad or maybe a text ad from your PPC, and they click on it. And they want to find out about what are your services like, how much you charge for a consultation, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? Those are people who are looking for, I don't want to say they're price shopping, but just looking for information more about, they're more gathering information about what their next steps are rather than gathering information to hire you. And there's a difference with that. So, anywho, The fact of the day, the fun fact or the fast fact, either way you want to say it, and this is according to Tech Jury, is why PPC generates twice the number of visitors compared to SEO. That is a fact. Doesn't mean that it's better, just a fact that it generates twice as many visitors to your website. So take that in consideration and look, and think about the reasons why you would want to do it. I gave you 6 compelling reasons as to why you want to do it. And again, remember, you don't want to do it alone. You want to do it in conjunction with SEO. If you're looking for any of this stuff in 2023, give us a call, 888-416-7752, and we'll be happy to give you a free 15-minute discovery call and see if we can help you in the future. With that, I'm going to put an end to this episode. I hope you guys got a lot out of this episode. If you did, please forward it to someone that you think it would help, that you think could say, wow, that's pretty good information. I know my friend Larry, who's an attorney or whatever, and he may want to learn more about it. So if that's something that you can do for me, I would appreciate it, because the only way the word gets out about this podcast is if you help me. So highly appreciate it. So with that, until next week, this has been Frank Deming, the Local Business Guy. Take care, folks, and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.